Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Novel Nana. I'm Bex. Today is part 2 of our bonus videos on the Myers-Briggs personality type indicator test or assessment. In today's video, I will go into detail about the character traits or of that personality type from the Myers-Briggs personality type indicator of the last videos series that I was doing on how I use this test or assessment to help develop my characters and kind of get inside their minds a little better. It always helps me to use this as a tool in which I can write better and more realistically and true to my characters. So anywho, this is going to be the extrovert portion of that test, because in the last video I had done the 8 combinations for the introvert. So in today's video, it's the extrovert's turn. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started, so maybe this video won't be so long. So, okay, extroverted personality types. Forgive the writing, I know it's wonky, but it's a lot of stuff to write, guys. Anyway, so we're going to start off with the ESTJ, also known as the president. The ESTJ stands for extroverted, sensing, thinking, judging. This personality type are usually orderly. They are very honest. They usually are pretty good at hard working, or they tend to be hard workers. They're often in a position of power, and they do recognize the need for assistance or service, and they take pride in leading others to a solution or a goal. They do keep their promises. They have a strong aversion to people that don't do the same. So people that are promise breakers or just make promises but then don't follow through. The president type of personality will strongly avoid these type of people. They can spot them from a mile away. They have a strong aversion, as I said. They find it also hard to relax or unwind at the end of a day, because they see their job as ongoing, never ending. There's always something else in the mix, something else on the agenda. Let's see. They follow all the rules, right down to the letter, almost to a fault. They can't see other ways. If there's a better solution to a problem than the one that they've come up with, they're not going to be the first ones to see that or admit it. They usually just come up with one and they kind of get their blinders on. So they're, focused, laser focused, so they don't actually see that there could be another way. On to the ESFJ. This is what the Myers-Briggs test has deemed the social butterflies. We've all known people like this. This is a very popular personality type. This is the ESFJ, which is extroverted, sensing, feeling, judging, the social butterfly. These types of people, or people that fall under this personality type, are very caring, very loving and loyal people. They are often very popular. They find it very easy to make friends, or their acquaintances actually feel like they are friends with them. They are very family oriented, and they often view friends as part of their family. They give them the same level of commitment and whatnot as they would their own family. So it's just as important. Friends rank just as high as their family does to these type of people. They do take pride in taking care of those that they love, whether that be a friend or a family member. They rely very heavily on lists and plans. Oftentimes you will see a social butterfly in a job such as like a plan or event coordinator type thing. They are very, very successful at those types of jobs because they do rely so heavily on list. Okay, so let's see. They do find it very difficult to improvise, but they will if it's deemed absolutely necessary. Usually they stick to their plan. They do hate spontaneity. That is not in their genetic makeup. They are ones that live by the letter of what's already been planned out. You will see these types of people also keep very close to their daily planners or their schedules for the week. That is just the type of personality they are. They do love gossip. They love being in the know of everything. So oftentimes they will plant themselves in the middle of it to hear any new tidbits. They also are excellent at recalling details of a conversation. Because they are such caring people, they will be the ones to follow up. They'll remember that maybe last week or the week before or last month that you had mentioned, you know, a graduation coming up or a baby shower or a sick relative. And the social butterflies are very good at recalling those details, remembering certain aspects of a conversation, and they will be the first ones to give you a call and check back with you. You know, they'll ask, how is Aunt Sue, or whatever. Okay, so then we have the provider. We're going to move on. The ENFJ, extroverted, intuitive, feeling, judging. This personality type are very trusting people. It's not that they're naive. It's just they give people the benefit of the doubt. So they are very trusting. They are very passionate. They are often influential people. They are masters at communication. They always know exactly which side of their brain to rely on, whether that be, you know, the emotional side or the logical side, to give the exact perfect answer. They know exactly what to say in any given situation. So they are masters at communication. Also, they know which side to use to get people on their side or to see their point of view. Especially if it's for a cause that they truly believe in or something that is close to their heart. They rarely ever get tongue-tied. They're rarely ever without a word to say. They truly believe in the good of people, and they do choose to focus on the good rather than the bad in the world or in people. They do, when they are met with adversity, they are able to take their personal emotions out of it. So that way they do use that rational, logical side, and they can, you know, keep cool-headed and remain rational, even in something that's opposing their views. They're often appointed to leadership roles, but they will not be the ones to seek it out. And if they do, it's very rare for them to seek out that kind of leadership role for themselves. The provider also, they deeply, truly care about others. And you will often find the provider personality type fighting for the underdog or sticking up for those less fortunate. The provider are many times in high school, this particular personality type, these are the ones that you will see that even if they are not friends with somebody, they will be the ones to call out someone's bad behavior. They will be the ones to, you know, stand up for somebody. You know, if they see somebody getting picked on, whether they know them or not, the provider usually will come to that person's aid or defense. Okay, on to the ENTJ, the commander. This is extroverted, intuitive, thinking, judging. These people are bold. They are stubborn. They are strong-willed. They are set in their ways. They are decisive. They are outspoken. They're the ones that you want when there has to be a tough call made, because they have no problem doing it. They are natural-born leaders. They are amazing both in setting and reaching their goals, whether they be long-term or short-term. They will get the job done. Let's see, what else can we say about the commander? They are brash and direct or blunt speakers. Sometimes this can offend people, but the commander isn't really going to care one way or the other how you perceive them. They just tell it like it is, or how they perceive it to be. Let's see. They are great motivational speakers. They actually are really good at inspiring others to get behind their movement. They are also really good at motivating others to reach their fullest potential, because the commander type have a very innate ability to actually see, you know, the potential in somebody. They see it right away. Also, let's see, they are very determined, and that determination is easily seen in them, and they can spread it to others. They can easily see the potential, this is what I was talking about, potential in others, and they have no issue in pointing that out and encouraging you to rise up and use that talent that has been given you. They see others' weaknesses and strengths. They can see both sides to somebody. They can see the weaknesses, they can see the strengths, and oftentimes they have a bad habit of publicly calling those people out with total disregard for their feelings or their sensitivities. They are very matter-of-fact type people, personality types anyway, and they have no shame in saying it. So the commander is the types that is always going to be the ones to kind of call BS, on anything. So, and they have no qualms about doing so. They're not worried about sparing anyone's feelings. Okay, moving on. Let's see. We are 11 minutes in, so I'm going to plow through this as quickly as possible. Thank you for still sticking around, guys. We're on to the adventurer. These are the ESTP type personality, extroverted, sensing, thinking, perceiving. These are your risk takers. These are your wanderers, your explorers. They are always trying new things. They are, let's see, they are risky, they are energetic, they are extremely perceptive. They often take joy in behaviors that can potentially get them into trouble. They act before they think. Let's see, they are the type to do something first and worry about the consequences later. These are the types that you might have known in high school that say they want you to sneak out with them and go to a party, and you may protest or whatever and be like, no, I'll get in trouble. And they're like, let's worry about that later, So, they're that type of personality. They are terrified of wasting their time. Often their motto will tend to be carpe diem, seize the day. Rules for them are just asking to be broken. They don't really follow rules. It's not really a top priority for them on any given occasion. Let's see. They have difficulty with mundane or boring tasks of any kind. They run from boredom. And they're always looking for that next adventure. And let's see, moving on to the entertainer type. This is your ESFP, extroverted, sensing, feeling, perceiving. These people love attention. They often will seek it out. They have to put themselves in the middle of something if it's popular. They will often follow the trends. They are playful, and they are often very fashionable people. Again, that's because they follow the trends. Let's see, they love to be the center of attention. Oftentimes, in high school, maybe they might have been known as the class clown. They are not one for inward reflection, sometimes can be perceived as vapid or shallow, even though they may not be. That's how they are perceived. They are easily distracted. They get bored very easily. They're not really great academically speaking, but they will surprise you with how insightful that they can be when it comes to people or subjects that they actually care about. They are quick to offer advice or offer to help a friend talk through a problem. They can be deeply and truly insightful in those types of situations. On to the champion, which is the ENFP, the extroverted, intuitive, feeling, perceiving. These types are free-spirited. They are very charming. They are often philosophers. They are usually popular, but they don't tend to need, feel the need for entertaining people. They don't feed on that energy like maybe a different personality type would. They do love the company of others, and they are going to be the ones that you will see all different types of people gravitate towards. The champion type personality often may not have had any certain clique in high school. They pretty much kind of floated from here to there, and never really stuck with one particular crowd. And that is because the champion pretty much welcomes all walks of life. They try to find similarities, between them and whoever. It doesn't matter. Okay. Back to this. They're usually popular. I read that one. Okay. They love the company of all different kinds of people. They truly enjoy getting to know others from many walks of life. These people are extremely friendly. They are often magnets. As I said, a lot of people feel drawn to them. And it's effortlessly that they do this. It's like a second nature type thing. They don't actually seek out to do it. It just kind of happens. Usually, they are very unconfrontational types of people. They sometimes are very animated, and they are naturally humorous. They are usually pretty good-natured and not judgmental, and their motto is basically to each their own, live and let live. Okay, finally we are on to the last one. We're almost 16 minutes into the video. Thank you so much for sticking around. Okay, so this is the devil's advocate. I know that everyone has come across this personality type. It is one of the more well-known personality types. So I'm sure if you think about it, someone will come to mind right away. That is this personality type. The devil's advocate, the ENTP. This stands for extroverted, intuitive, thinking, perceiving. Sometimes the devil's advocates get a bad rap, or rep, but, it's sort of earned. They are the ones that are usually known to stir the pot, just because they can. They are pot stirrers. They are extremely smart. They sometimes are too smart for their own good, if that makes sense. They sometimes can be very cunning. They are naturally curious people. They're always going to be asking questions like why or why not or what if. They are curious about human behavior and what makes people tick. And they are often the ones that will find out and hone in on your buttons, and will be the first ones to kind of push your buttons, and they get a kick out of it. And it's not that they're being mean. It's literally, it's for entertainment value only, in their minds. It's just fun. So anyway, getting back to it, they can often be a little annoying or come off as annoying at times. They sometimes are rowdy type people or nosy. They do love to put their 2 cents in, even when a situation does not involve them at all. They're going to be the ones to put their 2 cents in. Let's see. They do have lots of opinions. They usually are pretty well spoken and educated on a wide variety of topics and opinions. Let's see. Topics, they can easily debate either side of a topic almost effortlessly. They love to argue. They love to debate. And it's almost showing off that, their skill of, combative communication. Let's see, so much in fact that they love to argue and debate, so much in fact that they will emphatically argue for something that they don't have any stakes in whatsoever, something that doesn't concern them. They will argue for something that they, a cause maybe, that they don't even believe in themselves. Let's see, they are delegators of task. They find it pretty difficult doing mundane things or grunt work. Let's see, it's hard for them to find support or even advance in life due to their argumentative tendencies. Let's see, because they do have such a natural ability to debate. Let's see, they do burn a lot of bridges in life and sometimes take things too far. But it's not out or not from a place of malice, usually. It's not out of a place of malice. It's more so sheerly for the sake of entertainment. But that's the devil's advocate. They play both sides, and they'll argue both sides, regardless of which side they actually believe in. They are the pot stirrers. Anyway, so that concludes the extroverted personality types from the Myers-Briggs personality type indicator test or I don't know what else it's called. My mind just completely went blank. It's like an assessment of different personality types. But anyway, I do use this often, not always. Sometimes I use a different method, but I do find this method very helpful when choosing specific traits for my characters. I may have envisioned a certain thing for a certain character, but identifying which traits they more, fall into as far as personality goes, it really helps me develop that character and put them into situations where those kind of things might come out. So that way my character feels a little more realistic and tangible. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you again for watching this bonus video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to know when I upload, as always, hit that notification bell. If you have any comments for me, leave them, below, and let me know if you agree with these personality types, if you've come in contact with these types of personalities, and if you happen to use the Myers-Briggs test, personality type indicator, for your characters. And tell me what works for you. If you have any other types of videos that you would like me to go into a little more detail on, be sure to let me know in the comments. But that's all I have for you guys today. I know this video is incredibly long, so I'm going to end it here. Thanks so much for watching, and always happy writing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye!